Live drawing and update at Bam Bam Barbecue, back open at the new location here at 260 West Fry Boulevard. That's the trailer parked here next to Julie and Sammy's, which is right down here. And you see the open lot here right along Fry Boulevard in the West End. That's where you're at right now, Brady, just to let folks know. And you're here all day long.
Yeah, every day, 7 days a week. Right now, the only big event that we're going to move the trailer for is going to be July 4th. We'll be in Benson for that. But other than that, from now through the end of July, Monday through Sunday, we'll be here from 11 to 8.
All right.
And ribs on Friday.
Oh, that's right. We want to let folks know you're bringing back the ribs, and you're going to have that be like a Friday thing.
Yeah, so I guess we're kind of going with like a full rack Friday kind of deal. Obviously, if they do well, we'll roll into Saturday. You know, I'll do them every day if they'll sell, but ribs are just, they're kind of like the chicken. We will just get slammed and sell out in 2 hours, and then some days we don't have a single order.
Yeah.
So it's, right now we're at that critical point of no food waste. So we got to make sure that everything is being sold, and we're about to sell out for today, which is a good Monday.
Oh, so you did have a good day today?
Yeah, we did. You know, I hear a lot of restaurants are cursed on Mondays. We were at the other spot. We tried it. You know, it's just, I don't know what it is about Mondays if everyone's, you know, just recovering from spending their money on the weekend. But I think we got a good rotation. We're getting ready to add some new items here.
And we'll be talking about those new items too. When do you hope to release those?
We probably in like another week or so.
Another week, and we'll talk more on that.
Yeah.
As we get closer to that. So, what do we got left here for today? Because you're open until 8 o'clock tonight. Yeah.
So the sides we have every day, we got our mac and cheese, baked beans, potato salad, coleslaw, and we just added our homemade. We got sweet tea, some Georgia grandma sweet tea, homemade lemonade, strawberry lemonade, and unsweet tea, and of course, mix them and let's get an Arnold Palmer in there. And you can go with a 16 ounce for $3, or you can get a 24 ounce for $4.
All right.
So, and those were a big hit today. We went through a lot of that. We got brisket, pulled pork, and our competition chicken thighs. And then, like I said, you can get your nachos, your sandwiches, dinner plates, which you get that half pound of meat and 2 sides. The Cowboy Sundae, fan favorite, but actually, no, the real fan favorite is that the brisket Asian rice bowl. That thing is just taking off. We go through so many of those per day now. And even on DoorDash, it's a huge seller for us.
So people can get you through DoorDash?
Yep.
And just go to the DoorDash app?
And Uber Eats, eventually, they keep giving me a lot of trouble. They want like, I'm trying to get them to open up the new location, but they're not giving me the ability to adjust my menu, which is kind of weird. I don't know why. I've talked to other restaurants and they've never had this issue, but like when I click on the edit menu, it says contact customer support. I'm like, so we'll be on Uber Eats as soon as they fix whatever glitch is happening with my
quirky
account.
Thing going on. Yeah. Want to let folks know too that you do cater.
Yes. Oh yeah.
So parties, weddings, anniversaries.
Yep. You know, we have to limit our catering capabilities based off our current commissary situation. So not, you know, we are limited on what we can do until we get the hood finalized, which we got good news on that. It's not nearly as bad as we thought it was going to be. It's only going to be about $1,300 to have that thing completely ready to go, get re-inspected by the fire marshal, and then that'll open up back to everything. So like I said, all the caterings we have scheduled now, it's not affecting anything. Everyone's good. But any future bookings, you know, there's certain things that we have to obey the rules. So
all right.
So
sounds good. I think you got another order coming in, I suspect.
Yeah, no, but this one's 22 minutes away, so we're good.
Okay, so you got a little time. All right. Well, we did a contest post last week for a $50 gift card here to Bam Bam Barbecue. And the good news is from what I'm hearing, you're telling me you actually got some good news today, and you might be able to open up sooner rather than later in the building. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, so that was with the hood. There's a good and there's a bad side, right? So the good news was with the hood. It wasn't going to be as expensive. Bad news is they came in, and above my drop ceiling is the actual ceiling. So now it looks like there's going to be a lot of replacement and repairs because of water damage and stuff. And I know everyone says that should be on the landlord. It's not. The lease specifically states I rented the place as is. So that means any improvements, anything that comes up, it's on me. So it doesn't, I mean, the landlord we have is really, really, really nice, and he works with me very well. You just keep him in the loop of what's going on. And so, I'll have a conversation about them once I get my estimates done and saying this is what it's going to cost, and if it's on me, it's on me, and that's fine.
Well, that's what we got to get you to be, as the community to rally and come out and sell out every day if we can
Right.
at the trailer.
I mean, that's always the goal, but
so yeah, the sooner we can get business going great here at this location, the more dollars come in for repairs to get you moving into the building.
I mean, the trailer is what's going to drive when we open that. I'm confident being out here now. This is 8 days. It's doing well. It's doing far better than we anticipated, which is a good thing. And then we'll just chip away at all that. It's going to just take some coordination between myself, the landlord, and the city to extend my permit to make sure I can keep operating the trailer here. Because, a lot of people are like, you should park here. It doesn't work like that. There's a lot that it goes into permits with, fire marshals have to check it out. The police department has to check it out. The city has to check it out. You have to have letters from the property owners to give you permission to operate. So there's a lot of moving pieces into setting up and operating.
And if anybody knows about moving pieces, it's Brady McManus, the owner of Bam Bam Barbecue.
Yeah.
Now, I got Alex correcting me. I should be referring to the trailer, not the trailer. It's the Big Nasty.
Oh, yeah. Big Nasty.
Sorry, Alex. Yes, the Big Red Nasty, really.
Yeah, Big Nasty.
Well, all right.
Well, let's do this real quick just in case I have to jump off in a hurry.
Let's do it.
The drawing is done.
$50 gift card.
And with the gift cards, I want to let people know, we do have our original POS system back up and running that was out on 92. So any active gift cards that people have, you can come here and use them. Actually swipe them and use them. We had a little hiccup for those first 3 weeks because I couldn't get that one up and running. So we had no way to process them. So we had to write on the back of the card like -20 or whatever. But if you have a gift card, you can absolutely come here and use it.
All right, great news.
All
right,
let's I got to go other hand.
We had a ton. Oh, yeah, that's right. You had your injured hand over there you got to be careful about.
Holy cow, there is a ton of tickets in here.
Yeah, you had your posts are always one of the most popular ones for contest.
Didn't you send me a clip? Because I don't see them anymore. But didn't my video hit like 30,000 views?
Yeah, you did.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I think
I just
32K or something.
Yeah, wow, thank you all, everybody. For those who used to message me on Facebook, you can get my cell number. It's right there on the website. Feel free to text me.
Yeah. Well,
that's why I tell people well, how do we get his number? It's right there. That's my cell.
Yeah, and I got your number in the post description too. I think.
Yeah. Right?
So
you can say hi. I love you guys. All right, here we go.
All right, the winner.
It's stuck between four. I'm not letting go of this one.
Can you do it?
It's Benjamin Button.
Benjamin Button. Congratulations. If someone knows him, let him know he's a winner. Or Benjamin, if you're watching, I want to save that. Well, you do know. It's an easy name to remember.
Yeah, it's in the video.
That's true.
I'm going to call him BB.
BB, all right. And so, Brady, you want to keep that handy and write that name down? And,
I'm going to put it in my phone right now. And
if Benjamin comes, make sure you get a picture with him in front of your trailer.
Okay, yeah,
and
absolutely.
Send it to us. So we.
Yeah, no, we'll do that. And then I'm just going to go back right here. We're good. So with that, too, once the hood is done, actually, we could do these.
Now, when you're talking about a hood, now for a novice who's just listening right now, they don't know what you're talking about.
It's what all your cooking equipment that requires ventilation that has to go under. And some require fire suppression, some don't. For example, I have an electric indoor smoker. It requires to be under a hood, but it does not require a fire suppression system. However, all my stuff that I currently have in there does. So it has to be brought up to code. Nozzles have to be adjusted for the fire suppression system based on the exact equipment that's there. So and then it's got to go through acceptance tests, inspections by Showtime is who I use. They're amazing. I absolutely love them. And then you got, your hood cleaning. So there's just a lot of behind the scenes stuff that has to happen. And then the motor went out on the hood 3 weeks ago, so there was $1,000 just to get that fixed.
Yeah, come and support Brady, folks, because it just seems like one thing after another, one expense after another to get the building going so he can get back in and running in the building here.
Yeah, but like I said, things are turning around. We're getting a lot of support. A lot of people who are saw our article in the Herald on Friday, saw all of your videos, and are coming out and showing up. And that's all we're asking. You know, if you're hungry and you're craving barbecue, stop on by, have a conversation. And then,
and sometimes you, well, of course, Dom, your son, is here a portion of the time as well too.
He's here a majority of the time. This is his baby. Like if I had to sum up Dominic in one word, it'd be big nasty.
Yeah.
I mean, he sets the layout. He smokes the meat. He works the 18-hour days. So, you know, I'm doing a lot of the behind the scenes trying to get catering events, but when it actually comes to Bam Bam Barbecue, he runs the place. I mean, he really does, and he's only 19. Like, it's really amazing.
Yeah, he does a great job.
Yeah.
He's a great representative of Bam Bam Barbecue, besides yourself, of course. Well, all right, good stuff here. Keep getting folks up to date on what's happening here at Bam Bam Barbecue.
And then, but in the next week or so, we are going to roll out our little version of tacos and burritos. I know, I'm like, what? It's barbecue though. I'm not traditional.
Like barbecue tacos. Barbecue
yeah, so we're
burritos?
doing like our 3 different tacos. We got our I don't want to call it a Bam Bam taco, so I'm trying to think of a new name. Maybe someone has an idea. But it's like your brisket or pulled pork with our coleslaw, our spicy mayo,
well,
and
maybe it is
barbecue
the Bam
sauce.
Bam taco.
I don't know. I'm sick of calling everything Bam Bam.
Well,
I got Bam Bam breakfast, Bam Bam nachos. I was like, I gotta come up with.
Oh, okay, that's true. You did
So we have that one, and then our traditional one, what we're calling it, with the meat, pickled red onions, cabbage, and some Mexican crumbled cheese. And then we have a kimchi taco, which is absolutely delicious. So especially with the pork, it's the pork, our aloha sauce, the kimchi, some sesame seeds and green onions. And then our 2 burritos that we're going to roll out is our mac and cheese burrito. So it's our mac and cheese with a third pound of the meat of your choice rolled into a tortilla with some barbecue sauce. That thing's killer. And then the other one, I actually kind of stole the design from Chipotle, I'm not going to lie, because I actually got one of the burritos and I was like, holy, this is really good. You know, and it's one of those, Chipotle's one of those, like, I always like their food, but I go like once a year. I don't know why, I guess. But, so it's our rice, our baked beans, the meat, some nacho cheese and sour cream rolled up in a tortilla. And that thing is really awesome too. We're just trying to, and it was after conversations with like my dad and stuff. He's like, you have a really good, you know, Southern Texas style menu. He's like, but you don't have anything that screams Arizona food truck. And I never really wanted to be like taco stuff. So that's why I'm trying to make sure it's more of a Tex-Mex type of deal. And it's not, what I'm doing is not like anything else. It's
something unique.
It's something unique. So people are like, oh my God, he's another taco truck. No, it's not like any taco you ever had. And it's a taco because of the way it's shaped and what it's served on. But it's completely different. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And it also is giving us the option to offer a $4 or $5 item. Whereas, because barbecue is extremely expensive. And I know this, when you got to pay $10 to $13 for a sandwich and you got to pay $19 for a dinner plate. It's not that I want to charge $19. I have no choice if I want to stay in business, right? So by doing this and giving it a different platform to be served on, a different vessel, if you will, I can now offer, people can come get a couple tacos, you know, for $7, $8 and get some barbecue.
And that opens up to more customers.
More customers. It makes it more affordable. Different, like the burritos, the goal is going to be right at around $10. But that's literally what I'm doing right now is getting all my price sheets figured out and the containers we're going to use and all that kind of stuff to make sure that it's right. But it's like I said, the main goal is to provide more affordable options for more people so they can come out. Because like I said, when people are like, that's really expensive, I don't argue with you. It absolutely is, but so is paying someone to be here from 8 o'clock at night till 8 o'clock in the morning to run the caboose, our big smoker right here. Also $50 worth of mesquite wood every time we burn it. So it's like, yeah, it is expensive because it's an expensive meat to make.
Yeah.
It's everyone, you can't look at pork is $3 a pound for you, but not for me. It is not $3 a pound because I also lose 40% of that weight to the loss during cooking. And then, like I said, all the overhead that goes to it. And oh, by the way, you know, a $30,000 smoker, to start the process. So it's a lot. So barbecue is very expensive. I acknowledge it. I wish I could be cheaper on it, but I can't. But I've now, between getting advice and finally listening to people who are the experts telling me, hey, this would work. We're going to move into that area to where we can provide barbecue at more affordable prices, just in a different way.
Yeah, and you hope to roll out those tacos and burritos
within a week or so.
Within a week or so.
Oh, when we do, you'll be here.
And we'll be back. Absolutely.
You're going to get fed.
Because I get to do a taste test.
Yes.
And I love it when you say for me to do a taste test.
Yes, you're going to taste test all of it. We should have someone, you should pick some random person to meet you here and they can eat it with you. That'd be kind of fun.
We got to bring maybe Chef Tony here.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah, Tony loves supporting Bam Bam Barbecue as well, and restaurants in the area.
Yeah, I'm really excited for Melts and the Pokey place to open up.
Yeah, he's opening up some of his own.
Yeah, those are exciting. This is another concept that we don't have around here, which I'm super excited to go when they open up.
Yep. Absolutely. All right, Brady McManus, the owner of Bam Bam Barbecue. Come on down, folks. Support the trailer. It's open 7 days a week, unless there's an event. And you're saying that the next event for you is July 4th in Benson. You're going to actually be at the Benson 4th of July festivities at Lions Park.
Yes.
And Cool FM is going to be there, broadcasting live some of the events there. So I'll probably see you there that day.
Yeah. We'll be there. We'll be there for the 4th. And then, like you said, other than that, there's not a lot of events because it's just so hot. So I actually, turned down a few events now because we are doing decent here. I'm not going to pack up and move and go someplace else
because you want to try to
make the same amount of money. Exactly. Yeah. So I'm leaning more towards the carnivals and stuff. And right now, if I had to be completely honest, and I talked to my son about it yesterday, and my dad is like, I'm going to talk to the landlord. More than likely, what I'm actually going to probably try to do is get extended through the end of the year, just like we are now. And the main reason is it allows me to take the time in there to do it the way I want it done.
Meaning the
building. Yeah. Because
there's just a lot of work that needs to be done.
There still is a lot of work and some cosmetics. And what I don't want to do is get open and then try to get this stuff done and have to shut the restaurant down for, 4 days to do this or a day to do that. If this is doing well, let's just keep it running. Let's get that 100% what we want.
So it has the look that you want on the inside and, and it's ready to roll.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't blame you there. All right. I know you got to get to work here. Again, if folks want to do the DoorDash orders, they can do that anytime. Yep. So you're open till 8 o'clock tonight. So if you got a DoorDash app, all they have to do is just look up Bam Bam Barbecue.
Yeah, it usually pops up right away because we run some ads and stuff on there. So you're usually one of the first ones you see.
All right. Thanks a lot, Brady. Congratulations again to Benjamin Button. That's actually kind of an easy name to remember. Benjamin Button.
Sounds like a founding father.
It does. A $50 gift card winner from Bam Bam Barbecue. Your gift certificate is waiting for you here at the big, nasty trailer of Bam Bam Barbecue. Thank you so much, Brady. And we will talk to you again very soon next week as you roll out some new products here and new food items here at Bam Bam Barbecue. Thank you so much.